What's going on, my people? It's your boy Kenny, man. I'm doing time for your mind. Let some people get up in the room, people. It's been a minute since I've been on going live. It's been a minute, people. We gotta get into some things. You know, no lie to you, people. I think I'm coming down with a cold too. But you know, every time I almost sometimes I gotta take days off from looking at TV. Um, because the discussions that come out of people's mouths and like uh, the nonchalantness of hate and dismissiveness and careless of others and just don't really care. People, there's a lot of people that don't give a fuck about other people, man. And look, people, I told y'all I'm not the biggest dude. Anyway, um, I'm not the biggest dude to talk about immigration and shit like that, because I kind of like, for me, when it comes to immigration, I'm a little, I'm a little, it's not that I'm not, I don't feel like I'm qualified to talk about it, but I just don't like talking about it because some of the fact I have a certain um, outlook on it, if you want to put it that way. I look at things very differently than other people, and when it comes to certain things, and you know, I'm about my people first. I'm about black folks first. So I always got to look at things a lot of times through our black lens, of how we look at stuff. And so when it comes to immigration, I don't really have like a big opinion about it. Um, I keep telling people, man. For me, I always feel like immigration, or people that's immigrants, they come up. I mean, we all fucking immigrants, but you know, well, at least our ancestors, you know, was immigrants and shit like that. But I don't I don't have this outlook on immigration like a lot of people do. And I just think that for me, I really don't give a fuck. If you a bad person, you just a bad person. If you are a racist, you just are a racist to me. You get what I mean? I don't try to fearmonger about immigrants coming in this country. I don't really, you know, I don't really care if they come here or not. I ain't with the open border shit. I ain't saying that, but I am just not that dude to be sitting there fear mongering and trying to get people all in the uproar about, you know, immigrant people coming over here and shit like that. They coming to steal our jobs and shit like that. Before these motherfuckers was really coming over here like that, black people was still, if they try to make this point of black people getting more affected by immigrants coming over here taking our jobs. First of all, I told you I can break a lot of that shit down, of where like black people don't we don't we don't get affected by immigrants coming over here and doing some of these jobs, because a lot of us are not working it. And I hate to say this, but it's the honest truth. I always got to keep it real with y'all. Um, Black people don't work a lot of these fucked up jobs in America. A lot of times, because we feel like a lot of these jobs are beneath us. Um, so we choose the life of crime. That's just being very honest. People don't like to be honest about that. Black people would rather sell drugs than be working at a fucking Pizza Hut or McDonald's or some bullshit where you making less money and where motherfuckers talking down to you. That's just, I mean, we have to be honest about that. We're not working in the fields and shit, picking fruit. That ain't our shit. You see how some of these racists talk about somehow people, a lot of times, it was some shit that happened in D.C. where a dude told a black kid, a white kid told a black kid, I thank your ancestors for picking out cotton. Like, so shit like that. And mind you, these are kids, but you know, they only get taught what they see and they only get they only they only act these certain ways when they get taught these things and what they see. Um, so black people don't really give a fuck. Like I say, me, I'm not gonna speak for all black folks. But when it comes to this immigration shit, I really don't give a fuck about that shit. I just don't. Like that ain't. I feel like that's not my fight. You know, and not to be, um, not to be like kind of saying fuck the immigrants and fuck what they going through. No, I ain't saying that. I'm just saying it's not my fight. It's not nothing that I feel like I have to continue to talk about on this channel or any other time. Like I don't really like it's not my I feel like it ain't my place. It's not affecting black people. We got statistics that where this shit doesn't um affect us. We know this shit. Real smart, intelligent black folks know that immigrants coming over here doesn't really affect us. Educational wise, um, living conditions, equality, and that shit doesn't affect us. We are getting oppressed by people that are supposed to be. We don't get oppressed. Feel like this. We don't get oppressed by immigrants. We get oppressed by the motherfuckers that sit here and claim that they created America. You get what I'm saying? They the ones that built America. Like, you get what I'm saying? The racist crack-ass crackers in this country, the white supremacists. So I don't worry about immigrants and shit like that. That's not my thing to worry about. Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't focus on that shit. Like, cause it's nothing but for me. I just always feel like that it's scare tactics, it's talking points and shit like that. But I know my history. I'm educated in what's going on. With the borders and all this other shit and the politics of it. I understand it very well. I'm educated on it, but I just feel like a lot of times I don't feel like I have to talk about it. Well, we're gonna talk a little bit about it tonight. That's my whole point is that it's not. I don't feel like I have to talk about a lot of this shit, but um, I'm gonna talk about it. I just want to say this. I don't know how Tucker Carlson can get up every day and look at his kids in the face and pretend that he's some good, decent person. He's about everybody, and he want to see everybody is equal and all this other nonsense shit that he says out his mouth. Um, Give me a second, people. Somebody got me a text. I think that might be Maryland. Most likely it probably is. Yeah. Um, Hold on. But yeah, I don't I don't understand how this man can look his kids in the face every day and pretend that he's some type of beacon for America. He's trying to give people education and tell people the truth. He lies on TV and he fear mongers and like I said, he's a borderline racist and he's teaching his own kids to be a racist. I mean, you can live by any ideology you want to, But when you start, I still feel like if you teaching your kid how to hate, I believe that's a motherfucking I feel like protective service need to come in. Um, that's just my opinion. I mean, they come in for every other fucking thing. If you teaching your kid how to hate others and shit like that, and put fear into your kid's heart about shit that they don't need to really truly fear, and you're trying to do this whitewash, brainwashing your kid to be a racist, up and coming racist. You get what I'm saying? I believe these people like Tucker Carlson their kids need to be taken away from it. I think it's very, very inconsiderate. I think it's very, very disrespectful to the kids. I think it harms these kids, Tucker Carlson kids, and all other little white kids out here that these parents or these kids is listening to this fool about the nonsense that he says. The racist rhetoric and the fear mongering and all this other fucking nonsense shit. America is not based on Americans. Okay? It always was built on immigrants' back. And our people was the first. Okay? So this whole notion that this is not a all of America thing. This is white people thing. And I want to make that very, very clear before I get into this clip. I don't like that Fox News and other white people try to assume that this is a black issue. I'm not even going to put other races of people in this, but I'm focusing on white folks because they keep trying to put black folks in. You got your coons, you got your buck dancers. They're not part of. We already, I told you, we separate ourselves from those Negroes. Okay? You can have those coons. All right? You can have those sellouts. We don't give a fuck about them. All right? So they don't speak for us. But I'm going to speak for my people. We don't give a fuck about immigration like you do. This is white people fear. We don't fear Mexicans. We don't fear Muslims. Only y'all do. And you really don't fear them because all you got to do is do the same exact shit that you do to black folks. You try to manipulate and enslave us by manipulating us through bullshit. So you're not afraid of them. You just are racist. And then you got to think about all those white people talk all that shit about them immigrants. When the fucking immigrants, they put all the immigrants out that's here illegal or whatever, right? Blah, blah, blah. These motherfuckers are the same motherfuckers that are hiring these illegal immigrants. People on these farms picking fruit and shit. They need those immigrants because black people ain't working those jobs. A lot of these jobs, they don't pay shit. It's just sad that we are in this state of hypocrisy. And white people, not all, but they know who I'm talking about, you racist sons of bitches. Stop trying to pretend that black people are going to ride with you, people are going to ride with you with this whole immigration shit. We don't care. That's not our fight. Sorry. We had told Craig and then we was going to kick it with them. That's not our fight. You fight them immigrants. I know y'all like to use those lost Negroes, I'm not even call them lost Negroes, but those Negroes that chose to go fight in the Marines and Army, whatever, that, you know, each his own with that shit. But you use our people and the people that you fighting against, or what you want to fight against, you're using our own people, their own people, to fight against their own people. But that's how fucked up America is. But anyway, that's why I don't know how anybody from the military, you just don't have to let me go out of the army, because I wouldn't have never went down there at them borders doing that shit. Sorry. Especially if I'm Mexican. But anyway, I just want some white folks to understand that. It's not all white folks, but this immigration border shit, this wall and all that other fuckery shit that y'all doing, y'all fear mongering and shit on Fox News and all over the place, that's not black people fighting. And black people need to understand that. That's not our fight. We don't even need to be talking about that shit. Sorry. I understand certain people in the media got to talk about if they black or white, like Angela Rod, a couple other people, they got to talk about this shit. I get it a little bit, but black people, we don't need to have an opinion really too much on this shit. And then we'll talk about it. It's like I'm talking about it tonight. But you don't hear me talking about that immigration shit like that, because that's not our fight. That's not our beef. I don't have no problems with immigrants. I don't have no problems. This is white people fear mongering again, and I ain't got time for that shit. And black people, we always get suckered in to getting into these wars with these crack-ass crackers. These racist sons of bitches. Not all, but they know who I'm talking about. Always fear-mongering. Trying to get black people to come on and say, they taking your jobs. No, the fuck they not. No, they not. I've seen the statistics of it. No, it's not. No, they not. It's a goddamn lie. They just want to get black people on their side to fight this bullshit with them. To get what they want. Get their racist agenda out there. Do not get involved in this race fight that Tucker Carlson and all these motherfuckers, these white supremacists, that try to get black people to get on their side to do their dirty work. No. Or get us on their side to fight with them. Nope. Sorry. That's why I do these shows, to break it down, to let y'all know exactly what the fuck they doing, and we gonna do it right now. People Tucker Carlson on his bullshit and his racism. And like I said a while ago, I don't know how the fuck every day this dude gets up and look his kids in the face and pretend that he's some type of fucking good guy. Real shit. I don't know how you look yourself in the mirror and pretend like he's some type of good guy. But anyway, listen to this fool.
A lot in this show, but the threat to free speech, it turns out, is real. Here's one example. Last week, we interviewed a man named Genaro Lopez. Lopez is an elected official in Tijuana, Mexico. He's exactly the kind of person you'd think a lot of American journalists would want to talk to. For months, the media have demanded that the migrant caravan from Honduras must be admitted into the United States. Once it gets here, they told us, our country will be greatly improved by its presence. That's how immigration works. Okay, it turns out we can test that hypothesis. That very same caravan, the one they've been telling you about, is now encamped in Tijuana. It's been there for weeks. Simple question, has the caravan made Tijuana better? Genaro Lopez would know the answer. His job is to represent the citizens of that city. We've invited Lopez on twice to ask about the caravan. Here's some of what he told us.
And hold on, and before I let y'all hear this dude that he brung this dude from Tijuana, that's from Tijuana, that lives in Tijuana, and Tijuana ain't a great motherfucking place to be either, okay? Tucker Carlson acting like it's all gravy down there. It's not, okay? Now, you heard him. This is who the media should be putting on. This is fear mongering. Right here, I'm gonna let y'all hear this dude. This is fear mongering. This is what Fox News and white supremacists and people like Tucker Carlson, that's a fucking racist, and a white supremacist, this is what they do to scare other white folks and try to get black people to ride with them on this bullshit immigration shit. Okay? Because it's not that bad like they trying to assume like it is. It's just a scare tactic and a political bullshit. Ain't nothing happening to Tucker Carlson and his family. Nothing. These motherfuckers live in probably a gated community in a nice neighborhood. Ain't none of these motherfucking foreigner people fucking with them. Okay? None of these immigrants are fucking with him, or they are not in his community like that. But, hey, listen to the fear mongering.
Seems that somebody's cleaning up garbage. Is there a lot of trash there?
There's a lot of trash because what I was trying to tell you, the 360 grew to 6,200, and that's when it got out of hand. So we got another facility. It's a big concert hall where you can have like 10,000 people under a roof.
That was
Now, you see what he did? You see what Tucker Carlson did? He said, is that somebody in the back cleaning up trash? At least somebody that was cleaning up the fucking trash. That's number one. But of course, he doesn't focus on that. He changes the narrative. But I'm gonna let you hear how he changed the narrative.
December 3rd. 10 days later, we invited Genaro Lopez back on to see how Tijuana was doing. Nobody else in the media seemed interested in what had happened to the caravan. As long as the migrants remained in Mexico, they couldn't really be used to attack Donald Trump, so the press moved on to the next dumb, shiny thing. But we were interested. Here's what Lopez told us.
Things aren't getting better. They're probably getting worse. Last weekend, we issued an ultimatum to all the Hondurans and Guatemalans that are camping out here on the street. They're blocking the street and they're doing all the necessities, trashing the street. Homes are still going on. There's been like 280 arrests. Before it was only for drug possession and being drunk in the streets. Now it's for breaking and entering into homes.
Trashing the street.
And if I'm not mistaken, this dude got on national TV and said it was tens of, if I'm not mistaken, he might have said hundreds of thousands. Let me go back, because maybe I don't want to misquote him. Let me go back.
Like 280 arrests. Before it was only for...
Okay, 280 arrests. All right? That people was doing drugs. So, because the 200 people was doing drugs and they got arrested, that mean that everybody else, them thousands of people living on the street, like homeless people in America, Skid Row out there in LA, and places around New York and all these other places, right? Did that mean all those people are bad because of 200 and something people got arrested for doing drugs? You see the narrative? This is what I'm talking about, how they spin shit. They spin shit, and they got this dude on here. He should be ashamed of himself for getting on national TV talking bad about people that are getting slaughtered in their own country. People, I don't talk about this immigration shit. I don't like to focus on shit around the world like that because I like to focus on the injustice that goes on here. But sometimes here and there, I have to come and fucking roast racist ass people from this country that pretends like we need to worry about immigration. They worry about that shit. White racist motherfuckers like Tucker Carlson and Fox News, they worry about that shit. Black people don't worry about this type of shit. That type of shit doesn't affect us. The motherfucker that's on national TV right now, Tucker Carlson, is the motherfucker that affects us. Not no foreigner. Not no person from immigration or none of this shit. That shit does. But they mad at trash. Nigga, are y'all hearing what I'm hearing? This motherfucking cracker-ass cracker is talking about trash. All the dirty trash around the motherfucking country where they are in parts of the fucking country where they're dumping poison, where people live at, and they're worrying about trash, nigga? Just listen to this idiot, man.
Possession and being drunk in the streets. Now it's for breaking and entering into homes.
Trashing the street, doing drugs in public, blocking traffic, breaking into homes. That's not at all what CNN promised us. Was Genaro Lopez one of those white nationalists the New York Times is always warning us about? Did he make the whole thing up, pictures and all, for his own sick, bigoted reasons? Possibly. Or maybe, and this was our conclusion, there's a lesson here for the United States. Here's what we said that night on the show. Our country's economy is becoming more automated and tech-centered by the day. It's obvious that we need more scientists and skilled engineers, but that's not what we're getting. Instead, we're getting waves of people with high school educations or less. Nice people, no one doubts that, but as an economic matter, this is insane. It's indefensible, so nobody even tries to defend it. Instead, our leaders demand that you shut up and accept this. We have a moral obligation to admit the world's poor, they tell us, even if it makes our own country poor.
So let me get this done. Let me understand this very well, Tucker Carlson. Immigrants are accepted over here if they are college educated. We have millions, and I mean millions, of very intelligent white and black people that is in this country, and they can't get their dream job. It's not jobs for them. So you're telling me we need to only focus on the people that's immigrants that's coming from other countries, to focus on how much education they have, when you don't even value the people that have education that's here. That makes a lot of fucking sense to me. I mean, I guess it makes sense to him. It doesn't make a lot of fucking sense to me. They're more so. The more educated you are, you're more welcome to this country than somebody that has a high school diploma or doesn't. You see how the country is built? You suppose when you make it, see, this is that crab. This is where black people get this shit from. This crab in the basket type of shit where a motherfucker make it or trying to make it and the other motherfuckers grab them down. This is where we get this shit from, and I'm gonna break it down. This is what America is based on. This ain't about the land of the fucking free, the opportunity are here for you to get. They will make you jump through hoops to get your dream, especially if you're black in this country or a different race. White people are always quick to say, if you just work hard enough, you can make it. Everybody is not, it's for these people to believe in God so much. Everybody's not blessed with the same talents. Okay? Everybody doesn't grow up the same in this country. That goes for white and black folks. Because you look at all the poor-ass white people that are Trump supporters that are racist, right? These motherfuckers already have an upper hand on any race in this country, right? But they got fucked over because their own race, that party that they love, the Trump Republican Train Party, right? Even before Trump got in there, fucked them over, just like they fucked the rest of us over, because they are about the rich whites. And they sprinkle a little bit of Jewish people in there. They sprinkle a little bit of here and there a black rich dude, but he only can get so far and get so powerful. A Korean, a Chinese, a Japanese person. They They didn't give a fuck about those poor Trump supporters that's talking that nonsense. But these are the same people that are blame blacks, minority people, Mexicans, and all types of motherfuckers except for their own race of people that are the 1% that have been fucking this country up from the beginning of time. Well, fucking them over. Put us out of it. Fuck them over. But they mad at the rest of us because of what they allow their people to do. These people don't even live by democracy. They don't live by the land of the free, all this unnecessary bullshit of being a patriot. They don't even live by it. But they expect you to. They expect you to salute them, to act like they're gods. But Trump supporters, you're getting fucked over just like they fucking the rest of us over. And the only reason you feel like you can be on your high horse is because of the color of your skin. That's it. Other than that, you ain't shit. But that's that crab and a basket type shit, barrel shit. This is where black people get this from. White America has taught us this. Has taught us that. How to treat our own. See, some shit is just not racist. Some shit is just about who's wealthy and who's not. Who's rich, who's poor. How much money you have. How much ass you kiss. How much are you willing to sell your soul for money? To have power. But, hey, Trump supporters and racist white people don't understand that, or Republican folks don't understand that. But go ahead. Let me go ahead with this.
And dirtier and more divided.
Hold on. I want you to hear what he said.
But as an economic matter, it's insane. It's indefensible, so nobody even tries to defend it. Instead, our leaders demand that you shut up and accept this. We have a moral obligation to admit the world's poor, they tell us, even if it makes our own country poorer and dirtier and more divided. In a fast-evolving economy,
if it makes our country more poor and divided, who are you talking about, Tucker Carlson? You are part of the 1%. Okay? Now, people, he's not talking about white people when he's talking about America is already poor and divided. He's talking about blacks and minority people in this country. That's what he's talking about. He's not talking about white folks. And if he is talking about white folks, they probably most likely on our side. So that's probably, if he's talking about white folks. But he's mainly talking about blacks and minority people that makes this country dirty. Okay? That's what we already dirty. But you never hear this dude talking about the rich. And then when he do talk about the rich, there's always somebody on the Democrat side that's elite. That's their new thing, the elite. But Tucker Carlson, you are in those tax brackets. You are part of the 1%. You are a part of the elite. What are you talking about? Then you're talking about the fucking, they're just coming over here to make our country more dirtier and divided. So that's what he thinks about the rest of us. I agree with you on one thing, Tucker Carlson. I'm very, very glad that we are very divided. I do not want to be in the presence of a motherfucker like you. Not saying not putting out the violence. If you're in my presence talking that nonsense that you're talking right now, I would put hands on you, man. So I'm okay with being divided in this country from motherfuckers like you. So, at the end of the motherfucking day, Tucker Carlson, kiss my ass, dude. With that nonsense and that bullshit and that racism. And you like to pretend that you're not a fucking racist, but every fucking night you get on, talk about, you borderline get on that white nationalist racist bullshit. When Richard Spencer come out and shows you praise, motherfucker, I think you will want to sit back and think. I never had a fucking white supremacist say they agree with what I'm saying. I know there's plenty of white folks that says almost the similar things that I say, but in a different way about this country and about racism in this country. You don't see fucking white supremacists big up in them. They actually get threats. So when your language, and you wonder why people keep saying racist, 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 calling you racist, it's the reason why. It's your language. It's your behavior. It's your consistently, every night, you go out there speaking the same language as racists. You don't have to call a Mexican a spick. You don't have to disrespect a Jew. You don't have to disrespect gay people, call them fags and shit like that on national TV. You don't have to get on national TV and call black people niggas. You know what the code words is, Tucker Carlson, so stop playing the nonsense like you ain't out there bullhorn for these fucking white supremacists like Richard Spencer. You may have your white audience and the rest of them sell out coons food, and a lot of them ain't food, they there for the dollar. They know exactly what they hearing. They hearing the racism. The only thing they ain't gonna stand for is you to call them a nigga. That's why they ain't left yet. You haven't called them a nigga yet. But they know you're a racist. They know all of you motherfuckers over there on Fox News. There's maybe like one or two, maybe not a couple people. But that whole fucking network is a bunch of racist sons of bitches. 99% of them are racist and bigots and fuck dancing sellout coons. So, Tucker Carlson, you don't necessarily gotta call us a nigga for us to think that you're not being racist. You know it ain't right to call black people monkeys. But y'all still try to.
Could be preferable to import more engineers and fewer people with low skills, no matter how nice or well-meaning those people might be, and we always assume they are. That's what we said. That was our claim, and it's hard to argue with that. In fact, nobody on the left did argue with it. They ignored it. Instead, they zeroed in on the last line. The left says we have a moral obligation to admit the world's poor, even if it makes our own country more like Tijuana is now, which is to say poorer and dirtier and more divided. That's what we said. It's true. Ask Genaro Lopez. Thanks to the effort.
It's not true. It's not. And you know that. America is way more advanced than Tijuana. You know that. So why are you trying to make it seem like Tijuana is on the same level as America? It's not true. And first of all, these people wasn't going, if they would have even came over here and they'd have gotten this country, they'd have been locked up just like the rest of the immigrants. The kids and shit that's locked up in these cages and shit. You're treating them like animals. So stop trying to pretend that they're going to come over here and they're going to camp out on the streets and shit like that. You know goddamn well that's not going to happen, Tucker Carlson. You piece of shit. But it's Fox News viewers that I'm angry about because they sit there and let this dude feed them that nonsense. You don't see immigrants out tenting on the fucking street. You see our own people tenting out on the fucking street that they don't take care of. Vets and shit like that, veterans, that they don't fucking take care of. But he's trying to sit there and act like, oh, the immigrants, they come over here and they tent out on the street. They're going to tent out on the streets. They don't. It's a lie. They would have just made our country more divided and dirtier and worse. We already ain't shit. Are we better than other countries? Yeah. But when it comes to this whole ideology of we ain't racist, we don't discriminate, this not a dictatorship, and people get treated, everybody in this country get treated fairly, it's bullshit. I know that, and Tucker Carlson know that, and y'all know that. So for this dude to sit up there and pretend to act like these immigrants is coming over here and they got tents in the street and shit and they dirtying up our streets, and get the fuck out of here, man. They ain't even making it. A lot of them ain't even making it to the streets. They in cages, people. They in cages. Remember that before Tucker Carlson, punk ass, come out talking nonsense and lying. They are in cages. These immigrants are in cages or they're getting deported back. And I'm not just talking about grown-ups. I'm talking about they got kids locked up in Nazi camp type shit going on. Little girls dying and shit. But you know, the United States, we so great. We ain't shit. We are a bunch of fucking hypocrites. Sitting there acting like we so mother. Donald Trump is showing America true colors of who people in this country really are. And I'm not just talking about on the racism shit with white folks. I'm talking about the inhumane that we have amongst us as people in this country. We have no humanity for anybody. We sit there and pretend, and we sit there like we give a fuck about shit, but we really don't. We only give a fuck about each other. And dude, you think that we give a fuck about some immigrants? That's why it's so easy for this pink-faced, high-pitched, annoying voice. You know, he's a male version of Meghan McCain. I can't stand his voice. I do not like him. His voice annoys the fuck out of me. Fuck with a lot of shit that he's saying. That shit bothers me more, but his voice annoys the fuck out of me a lot. And just get on national TV and just act like, oh, they done came over here, they done been tenting up in our streets, trash and putting trash in our streets. First of all, I'm not saying everybody in this country is like this motherfucker, but there have been people coming out there to help those people if they was out there tenting and shit. You had organizations coming to help these people. And that always bothered me about these organizations in our country, that they're worried about motherfuckers that's outside our country, then they give a fuck about what's here. You see how fucking, this is the real reason why I don't give a fuck about immigration. It's not my biggest concern. It's about the motherfuckers that are here, that are pretending like there's something that they're not. But anyway, move on.
Of the American left, he and his city are living with the consequences. But precisely because it is so obviously true, saying it out loud is a threat. Our immigration policy exists for the profit and the comfort of a relatively tiny number of people. Everybody else gets shafted, including Genaro Lopez and an awful lot of people just like him. Meanwhile, the people profiting from the policy don't want the rest of us to think about it too much. They want us just to mouth the empty platitudes and move on. Nothing to see here. Shut up and go away. Those who won't shut up get silenced. You've seen it a million times. It happens all the time. The enforcers scream, racist, on Twitter until everybody gets intimidated and changes the subject to the Russia investigation or some other distraction. It's a tactic.
First of all, Tucker Carlson, please, man, please stop lying. I don't like when people just lie on national TV, man, and make up shit. Just make up shit. The only reason you care about that dude that you just had, that from Tijuana, you had him on your show, is because he agreed with what you were saying, man. He fit your narrative of that the talking points that you're talking about, your racism, your white supremacy. That's the only reason you had that man on that show. He somehow, somewhere in your fucked up delusional mind, he proved your point. So stop lying, Tucker. You give less a fuck about that guy or any of those people there. No, you don't give a fuck about Tijuana. You doing the same shit that you're saying that the liberals are saying, shut up and go away. You're saying the same shit to the immigrants. Y'all don't come the fuck over here unless we want you to come. We don't give a fuck about your situation. Ain't our problem. You're doing the same shit that you accusing the left and the Democrats of doing. So how you get on national TV and get on your high horses? Tucker Carlson, I told you, these guys, I couldn't debate these guys because when you lie, it already kind of triggers me. I don't like people that'll sit there and lie in my face. And knowing that they're lying to make their own point of views. Knowing that the truth doesn't back up what they're saying, so they lie to back up what they're saying. And then they feed that shit to the people. This is not journalism, people. This is not news. This is propaganda. These people are not real journalists, and if they do went to school for their degrees in journalism, they should be stripped from it. You heard Sean Hannity say he's not a journalist. So I don't know why people take him so serious. And that's why they get away with that narrative of going out against the media, because they're not really journalists. None of them got degrees in journalism. They're no different than the fucking View.
A well-worn one. Nobody thinks it's real. And it won't work with this show. We're not intimidated. We plan to try to say what's true until the last day. And the truth is, unregulated mass immigration has badly hurt this country's natural landscape. Take a trip to our southwestern deserts if you don't believe it. Thanks to illegal...
How? I'm going to let them break it down. But how? How's immigration fucked this country up? White people has white privilege in this country. It's more white people in this country that's rich. So how the fuck did it fuck this country up? You actually have white people like Tucker Carlson actually get on national TV and can actually be racist. So how did immigration fuck this country up? See, they like to point out bullshit that's not even true. Instead of the things that how it benefit their white privilege. But let him tell you how immigration has fucked this country up.
Immigration, huge swaths of the region are covered with garbage and waste that degrade the soil and kill wildlife. The Arizona Department of Environment Quality estimates that each illegal border crosser leaves...
Whoa! So, now you give a fuck about climate change. You gotta listen to these people. Now they can. This dude is the same type of person that said he doesn't believe in the environment. He doesn't believe in climate change. This is the same dude that'll keep being okay with the oil companies putting pollution in the air. He would vote for that if he could. He vote for people that will put that out for that shit. But he cares about the environment now. See, the hypocrisy of these people. He's full of shit. You worried about trash, Tucker? You worried about trash, motherfucker. And then mind you, where this trash at that he's talking about, I'm looking at it. It's in the desert some fucking where in America. Where nobody goes. Nobody goes. Nobody even lives that close to that shit. But they can put motherfucking dumping areas where people live at, and they don't have a problem with that shit. Put them right in the community. Put the motherfucking dump right in the community. Instead of taking that shit far out where nobody is nobody's nowhere close to that shit. But he's talking about trash. This motherfucker talking about trash, my people. About immigrants bringing trash. Tucker Carlson, go to sleep and don't wake up, dude. You are a habitual liar. You are a bad person, man. Seriously. I can call you a racist. I can call you all that. You just a bad person because you lie for no apparent reason, my dude. You don't give a fuck about global warming. You don't give a fuck about the environment. You don't give a fuck about that. Stop lying. You care about those brown people that's coming over here. You racist piece of shit.
6 to 8 pounds of trash during the journey into our country. If you're interested in more detail, look at the website they've created. It's called Arizona Border Trash. It's dedicated to highlighting and cleaning up the thousands of tons of garbage strewn across Arizona by illegal immigrants every year. Illegal immigration comes at a huge cost to our environment. The Government Accountability Office, GAO, put it this way, quote, illegal border activity on federal lands not only threatens people, but endangered species and the land itself. Illegal aliens and smugglers have destroyed cactus and other...
Let me say this. So we got people out here, or what he's saying, let's just say what he's saying is true. Okay? We got people out here in America that's going around counting how much trash out here. Like they really give a fuck about the environment. You gotta think about if these people are doing it, do they actually really care about the environment? So somehow, some way, the immigrants are dumping more trash in our environment, in our country, than we are. That's what we're afraid of. They bringing more trash over here. You're worried about because they bringing more trash over here. Is that your best defense to be a fucking white supremacist? That you just say, hey man, you don't want those motherfuckers over here because they uneducated, which they say in a lot of ways. But just say it straight up: they uneducated, they don't speak our language, they dirty, and they gonna bring dirt, they gonna bring trash, and we don't like them motherfucking foreigners. That's brown or black. Let's just be honest about it. Let's say this shit. Stop trying to use big words. Stop trying to pretend and make up fucking statistics and shit like that. And even if you got the statistics there, but you worried about trash, nigga? Tucker Carlson, you worried about trash.
Sensitive vegetation that can take decades to recover, including habitat for endangered species. One land management official described another federal property on Arizona's border.
These are the same people that go out and hunt and kill and eat meat. What they worried about? They worried about animals, nigga. They worried about the habitat. These are the same niggas that okay with cutting down all the trees from the wild animals, from the animals. But they worried about the habitat.
As so unsafe and with resources so destroyed that it is now primarily used for illegal activities and no longer visited by the general public. End quote. Now keep in mind, that's not a press release from Donald Trump's campaign team. That's a federal study from 2002, back when people could do science without getting fired for it. The left used to care about the environment.
Hold up, Tucker, what are you talking about? What are you talking? Why are you lying, man? Donald Trump are not listening to scientists. Who fired scientists? Who the fuck are you talking about? Then you talking about some shit that happened in 2002. This is your best talking point of going back in 2002, bringing up some shit in 2002? And then you talking about people firing scientists? Who the fuck is firing scientists? First of all, if anybody on the left is firing scientists, they ass need to be out of office, because that's people. The people, the Democrats want you to believe in what the scientists are talking about. Your party doesn't even believe in the scientists that tell them that climate change is a real thing. The fuck are you talking about, Tucker? See, you gotta hear these motherfuckers because he talk a little fast. He try to use big words, and you know, and the people don't really listen to that shit. They just catch the ending of his nonsense. The fuck is he talking about? His party does not believe in science. The fuck is he talking about? All of a sudden, Donald Trump believe in scientists, or you with Trump and Trump believe in science? You out of your fucking mind. He's dismantling everything that the scientists are saying about climate change. He don't even believe in climate change. What the fuck are you talking about, Tucker Carlson? Goddamn, these people pisses me off because they be fucking lying on national fucking TV. Just lying. Trying to pretend his party is this and that, or the Trump people is about. They are fucking liars. They believe in none of that shit he just said. None of. He don't even believe in it. But all of a sudden now, you try to, the immigrants, the brown people trying to come over, all of a sudden, he give a fuck about climate change and wildlife, and he give a fuck about the animals and all about the black community, how it affects us. They don't give a fuck about that shit. It's scare tactics, people. And that's why people should not involve themselves in immigration. It's not our. I'm just here tonight to debunk the nonsense that Tucker Carlson and all them fucking right-wingers and all them Trump supporters that come out every fucking night lying, pretending that they care about shit that they vote against. The same shit he just talked about, Tucker Carlson votes against that. He doesn't even believe in climate change. These motherfuckers kill wild animals all the time. They go in other countries to kill them. They in our country killing them. The fuck is he talking about?
The land, the water, the animals. They understood that America is beautiful because it is open and uncrowded. Not so long ago, environmentalists opposed mass immigration. They knew what the costs were.
You know what's so crowded? Too many of these racist sons of bitches out here. We have too many of these motherfuckers have platforms, are in power, they're in our justice system, they're in our school system, they in every motherfucking part of America. It's too many of them motherfuckers. If they want to get rid of immigrants, they don't want immigrants, I would trade them for immigrants. How about that shit? You racist piece of shit. All of a sudden you give a fuck about climate change and trash and you know this shit that people. I am not a Democrat. This is what the left actually really care about, the shit that he's talking about. But his party, himself, they fight against everything that he just said that all of a sudden he cares about when it comes to the immigrants coming over in this. That's what he worries about. The reason the country is so fucking dirty is because of his fucking party. Believe the reason that our country can't move to the future and we're not as smart as a lot of the motherfuckers that's outside of our country, a lot of different other countries, is because you got motherfuckers that watch his dumb ass, poor white folks that cannot move on with the times. They are not even willing to go at least take training classes to educate themselves on the future. They don't even want to train for the shit. But he keep getting on national TV talking. Oh, him and Donald Trump talking. We want to bring our the biggest and brightest immigrants over here. Your party doesn't even stand for the biggest and brightest. They don't even want to do the training to educate themselves to be this country, to move with the future. We're not moving backwards. We're moving forward. It's like when these bitches die, nobody gives a fuck about them unless they had a big imprint. Unless you Michael Jackson or something, motherfucker. Ain't nobody gonna remember you cracker-ass motherfuckers. Nobody. All you Trump supporters, ain't nobody gonna think about you motherfuckers in the future. So how about you move with the times and be better people than to be a racist-ass crackers? You want to go back to when shit was really about... Man, ain't nobody going back to that bullshit. When you white crack-ass motherfuckers was hanging black folks and can do whatever the fuck you... That's what you want to go back to? You can keep that shit. Mississippi.
Still no, but they don't care. We do care, and we're going to continue telling you about it. We think you have a right to know, no matter what they say.
Of course, Tucker Carlson, you get on the end and play like you care. You don't give a fuck, or they don't care. You don't care. You're lying to your own audience, and them motherfuckers just as stupid as you are. And I don't think Tucker Carlson's stupid. I think Tucker Carlson is very bright. I think he's very intelligent. I believe he knows exactly what's going on. But he's a smart white supremacist. He knows how to manipulate. He knows how to use words. He knows how to speed it up. He knows how to use people. He knows how to do that. He's a very smart racist. But ain't nobody for... Real black people should never ever fall for Tucker Carlson and this bullshit. You do not allow white people to, like Tucker Carlson, to ever get you to think about immigration. That ain't our problem. Immigrants ain't never did shit to black people. Remember that. Look, now do we got some racist ass minority people here? Yes. But they're brainwashed by these white supremacists. Just like some of our people are brainwashed by these white supremacists. So we just gotta treat everybody how they treat us. If they ain't racist towards us, we rock with them. If they are, fuck them. But the immigration shit is not our beef. And I'm sorry to the immigrants, not our beef. I'm worrying about the motherfuckers that's here. I ain't worrying about what's outside. Ain't no national security for black people. Shit, just what, 2-3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, they were talking about Muslims. Muslim ban. The Muslims was going, Al-Qaeda was coming, dropping another 9/11 terrorist attack on us. Remember that? They don't talk about that shit no more. Because you know why? They've been had a handle on that shit. You know how it is when you go to the airport, people. Ain't no terrorists getting in this bitch. And they damn sure, let a Muslim try to, let one of them Arab motherfuckers try to go through the Mexican borders or any of these borders around America and try to get, nigga, they get the fuck back, hey, back up, you're waiting here. You don't see Muslims coming through the border. Any borders. So when they tell you they caught 10 terrorists, they're lying. When Donald Trump talked about we caught 10 terrorists, he's lying. They wasn't at that border. They wasn't in that caravan shit they was talking about. They wasn't even in there, people. He's lying. They lie all the time. They scare white folks because they don't scare black people. Ain't a motherfucking Muslim did shit to me. Ain't no Arab motherfucker ever did shit to me. Some of them racist, some of them a little nasty, and they don't, they need to learn their place. Yes. But that's our job to do that, to check them motherfuckers. Even when it comes to the Chinese, all them motherfuckers. Ain't none of them motherfuckers did nothing to me. I ain't worried about them motherfuckers like that. Black people get mad. Well, why the Chinese people getting all this other shit? We're mad at the Chinese and all these Indians and Muslims and shit that come and get these jobs, get these businesses in our community. That they only taking advantage of the opportunity. It's our job to fight the motherfuckers that's giving those opportunities. Why the fuck we can't get loans and own a business in our community? Nah, motherfucker, how many hoops we gotta jump through just to get those type of permits that these motherfuckers get? It ain't their fault. It's the white supremacists' fault. But they like to deflect on them to try to get us to fight them. I mean, trying to get us to fight the Chinese and the Japanese and all them and Indians and shit. That's what they do. And then the Indians with an attitude, but the black people, they shut the fuck up. Black people ain't this shit to you. And if black people do something to you in your store, you know why? It's probably because you're probably fucking rude. Motherfuckers get on TV and start crying and shit. We gotta do something by these, look, black people, if you don't start taking responsibility for how motherfuckers actually approach you and treat you, then you are the problem. You are part of the problem. You don't allow no fucking, I don't give a fuck what color, race, or person, you don't allow nobody to disrespect you. If you just have that train of thought of just don't allow anybody to disrespect you, but you are woke enough to understand that you don't allow anybody, not even anybody outside of your race, definitely not treat you that way, but you may have a little bit more patience with your people. See, we don't understand that. We need to have a little bit more patience with our own. But we so amped up when it comes to our people. But when it's somebody outside of our motherfucking, our people, we got patience for them. We ignore the shit. Like it's a gas station I go to, and it's this Indian dude, right? I never had a problem with any Indian dudes that at this gas station where I go get my black miles and shit from, and and stuff like that, right? I never had, or get my gas and shit from. Never had no problem, right? Never had I'll never feel disrespected or I feel like he's any of them Indian dudes are being rude to me. But this particular dude is rude. Don't know why. Don't give a fuck. You don't like your job, don't work it. If you don't like me, don't serve people then. How about that? Have a sign out there serve blacks. I'm okay with that. People, I swear to you, I'm okay with that. Because I want to know where I am not wanted. I don't want people to bullshit me, laugh and grin in my fucking face. I hate that shit. And I don't like this, but I actually hate that shit. That shit fires me up. It fucking, I got burned like I be burning inside. Stop pretending. Because I'm not going to pretend with you. You're going to know where I stand at. Ain't no faking and fronting over this bitch. I'm not doing that with people. Not in this time. Definitely not in this time. But the dude, I give him my money in his hand, and it's a little slot thing, so it's a little awkward and shit. But you already got the glass and shit up. You're already scared. But anyway, and mind you, the motherfuckers that actually try to take advantage of the shit that I've seen at the night, actually try to take advantage of their store, is crackhead ass white people. That's how off of their drugs and shit. They come there and try to get over on them and steal from them. It ain't black people. But they afraid of us. But anyway. So I always give him my money in his hand. I never put my money down on the fucking on the desk. Right? But every time he would give me my black miles, it seemed like he was throwing my shit at me, or he was, when it came, he would, I don't mind the black miles, throw that, yeah, that's fine. You get what I mean? But my money, I gave you the money in your hand, give me my fucking money back, give my change back in my hand. And one of the Indian dudes caught the shit before I was getting ready, because he seen me get ready to say something. And he checked him. Hey, man, don't do that. You give him his money in his hand. He gave you his money to you in your hand, you give him his change back in his hand. Don't do that. And I don't have no problems with this dude. He a little. I think he just rude, but everybody, look, people will consider me rude when I'm at my job. You know, it is what it is. But you know, I try to show people the same proper respect that I respect from them. You get what I'm saying? But before I had to check him, his own people checked him. Before I had to check him for shit escalated. And that's what black people need to do. We need to check our own people, and we need to be a little bit more patient with our people. But we ain't patient with them motherfuckers that treat us real grimy in our motherfucking neighborhood. We want to look at it from their point of view. From what? They already don't belong. How about that shit? Sad, man. I just never understood motherfuckers, man. I just never understood people, man, with that nonsense. All right, people, I'm gonna let people go ahead and call in. The number is 443-653-2656. Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna let people go ahead and call in. All right, people, I'm back. Go ahead and call in, people. And I wanted to say, man, Merlin gonna call in later too, so me and Merlin gonna chop it up. I want to talk to Merlin about this motherfucking shit that's going on out here with this hip hop bullshit. But I'll get into it with Merlin when he call in later. Yeah, go ahead and call in, people. We can talk about this situation, man. Shit, it irritates me, man. I don't like this shit. I don't like people lying to me in my face, man, and just get on national TV. And I think what bothers me more is that people actually that watch Tucker Carlson and do is research a lot of this shit. Like, a lot of this shit, I don't even have to explain. You research shit. He's lying about shit. He stands on certain shit. Or do a little history on Tucker Carlson and his racism and his fear mongering and shit. Oh, my shit fucked up. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me 1 second, people. All right, y'all hear me out there? Y'all hear me? Let me know how the sound is, people. Y'all hear me? All right, is the sound good? All right, I appreciate that. Man, sometimes look, I be thinking it be YouTube fucking with my shit, man. Cause all I'm doing, I did this shit. All I did was go to my shit that I got and I switched some shit, and you know, I don't know why the fuck my sound be off like that, cause it's in the same space and I fuck with it the same. I don't know what it is, man. I be thinking YouTube be fucking with my shit, man. But I'm getting ready to get me a new system though. I'm trying to wait till I like kind of get my taxes back so I can spend a little more money on it. Spend a couple $100 on this system I want to get. But yeah. I don't know why the grain shit on it should be good. Hold on, give me a second. You hear me? We good? I think I just gotta get a new system though. Go ahead and call in, people. Chop it up. What y'all think about these motherfuckers? No, look, man, them motherfuckers, look, YouTube be doing some shit, man. You get what I mean? It's like that whole time, like, let me tell you something, people. I've been, like, I was, like, on my old channel and shit, I was putting out mad content with different music and shit, and I could play certain type of music, right? Wasn't no big deal with copyrights, and all of a sudden, I play one of these little popular artists or some shit, play their music and shit, now it's a copyright. And they was doing that bullshit. But it be trolls and shit too, man. People want to take people down, man. These trolls be want to take you down, especially these white supremacists. They try to take you down, but I don't give a fuck about them. Seriously. Well, I got a little people that I got a lot of y'all following me, so I always find a way to get my platform out. I don't give a fuck what they talk, what YouTube, what they doing, what these trolls do. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You don't want me to play no music, and for now on, like I said, I play my little homie music. You get what I'm saying? God rest his soul. I play his music. I don't give a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? I just, believe it or not, I don't know why motherfucking artists be having, if it's copyrights and the artist got a problem with it, I don't know why they so mad about it. I actually be promoting the music. I actually like the song. So I don't see what the big deal is. But hey, you know, people out here, this motherfucker, they don't make money off of records no more, so you might as well just should like the views and like motherfuckers promoting your music, so they may download. Never mind. Anyway, shit all fucked up. The music industry is all fucked up. Y'all allowed these, hip hop has allowed these white supremacists to fuck the industry up. Anyway, people. Go ahead and call in, people. I'm waiting on the phone call. Come on and call in. We can chop it up about this Tucker Carlson bullshit or whatever you want to talk about. It don't matter fucking me. I don't give a fuck. But I just don't. Like I said, I don't like Tucker Carlson getting on national TV and lying to the American people. That shit bothers me. It hurts my motherfucking. It hurts me a little bit, man. Cause I just be like, damn, how is people that damn dumb? That not even hurt me. It irritates me. It be like, are these motherfuckers that stupid? They actually like how I can debunk and break down that shit and it's facts behind what I'm saying. And all these motherfuckers, they ain't gotta listen to me. All they gotta do is go Google this shit. This shit ain't hard. But we live in a society where people believe anybody saying anything. They will believe in anything that somebody tell them. Like I tell y'all all the time, y'all ain't gotta believe me about some shit. Do your own motherfucking research. Do your own research. That's why you never see me put up shit. Like, you know, like right now my computer and shit is fucked up. So I gotta kind of like, I might tell that bitch to get it fixed, or I might just buy a whole new system and shit. Like when I start getting into my whole programming and shit, when I start doing a lot of my editing, I mean, you know, editing and programming and shit, live stream and shit, I'm not putting up documents and shit for motherfuckers to see. You go check that shit out. That's a part of black people educating themselves and doing their homework. And if you want to know about something, go educate yourself about it. Nobody should ever be out this bitch making. Look, I only should be able to grab your attention to make you want to go and educate yourself. But you have to be willing to want to go educate yourself. You get what I'm saying? I appreciate the brothers and sisters that actually does do the shit that they do, put up shit or whatever, but not me. Because I, believe it or not, I am actually a free thinker. I want people to think for themselves. We might agree on 99% of the shit, but it's going to be a 1% or 2% of shit, or a little bit more than that we disagree on. But at least we agree on some shit that really actually we need to agree on. But, you know, I'm a free thinker, man. You go out and you take, I look at shit differently too. You know what I'm saying? I read shit and listen to shit and see shit totally different from a lot of people. It don't matter what color race you are. I just look at shit differently. My experiences is different from even like I was talking to a coworker of mine at work and shit, and she was like, "White lady, talking about you should come in here and talk to these kids." I said, "I'm a little too raw to be talking to these kids. They too young." You get what I'm saying? No, I gotta talk to like the kids, the motherfucker, the young folks and shit that I talk to that's in their teens and shit. I need to talk to these motherfucking kids. These kids, a lot of these kids don't even belong. Never mind. No, I get to saying some bullshit out my mouth. You get what I mean? Like real shit. And I don't bite my tongue for shit, but some shit I don't cross that line because I just feel like it don't need to be talked about. But she was saying, your story is crazy. I was like, my story ain't really average. People I know, some motherfuckers that I know story is worse than mine. So for that white woman to think that my story is crazy and inspirational, just imagine motherfuckers that go through worse than I've been through or going through worse. So, you know, that's why I'm always humble, man. I ain't always trying to think I'm better than people. Fuck that shit. But if I feel like I'm better than you, I tell you. I don't give a fuck. And it ain't gonna be on no nonsense either. It's gonna be on some real shit. Fuck that shit. Hold on, what'd you say? I ain't even catch it. Shit moving. Coming in slow. That's all that, but yeah, that's true. That's true, man. That's true, soldier. I think that's soldier. What's that? Is that Spirit Fire? I think that's Spirit Fire. I'm on this little ass TV, man. I can't catch a lot of this shit, man. I told you my TV. If y'all was here, other thing, my fucking TV got fucked up. My big screen shit. Yeah. Like I said, sometimes and look, and sometimes people, the best learning experience is sometimes learning shit on your own. Cause like I said, it might be a motherfucker like me. I learned a certain type of way. So I may read something or look at something in a way that you may not even thought about looking at it. You get what I'm saying? Or it's certain people that be around me that look at shit a certain type of way. Some shit, look, it's a lot of shit out here that you can see and read, and a lot of times that actually just makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. You'd be like, yeah, that do make sense. But it's sometimes if you can put a twist on some shit and like think of it from this point of view. Like sometimes just thinking about something that you read that's a fact and just be like, think about how that person felt. See, a lot of this shit is what we dealing with right now. It's a lot of we in our feelings. And so when you hear motherfuckers say black people always in their feelings, we emotional about shit. We always been very emotional people. That ain't nothing new. I don't think I don't get insulted by that anymore. Like, because it's almost saying that you hostile. We hostile because we so emotional, so that means we hostile. But I don't give a fuck. Black people always been emotional. I'm glad that I'm emotional. You know why? Because that mean I got fucking feelings. That mean I got sympathy for others. When I have been in a period of time in my life where my heart then went cold. I ain't have sympathy for others. For my own people. Out there, when you out there banging off, you out there banging and out there banging them guns off and selling dope and shit, nigga, you lose a part of your humanity. Cause you in a war with your own people over dollars and cents that you ain't gonna never keep. It's like a 0.1 of a motherfucking dope dealer actually keeping that money that they done sold and get away with it and kind of, you know, benefit from it and live a successful life after that. So, you know, when you out there in them streets and shit, man, you lose your humanity. It happens. I got shot. I ain't give a fuck about shit. I already killed anything that walked. I did a lot of fucked up shit. I mean, I pistol with people, beat people. But look, man, it's a lot of shit that I put like this. I don't like talking about because I ain't proud of it. But I'll be real about a lot of shit too that I'm not proud about. So, you know, I know better. I know it's wrong now. At the time, you don't know. Because you going through the motions, you're going through what you know and shit like that. But when you get older, that's what I understand about young folks. When niggas try to give you knowledge, like, nigga, we been through what you was going through. So for us to even just attempt to give you that knowledge, and niggas that's old gotta stop acting like they, like, when I hear a lot of old niggas talk a lot of times, believe it or not, like they preaching. Like you talking down to niggas. Stop doing that. You get what I mean? Like, stop acting like, yo, you so better off than they are. Like, just say, look, I'm doing this, I'm living my life, blah, blah, blah. But the old niggas, a lot of us would be talking down to these young niggas. And you wonder why these little young niggas, they in the prime of their life. When you in your fucking teens, your late teens, and even in your teens, when you in your teens, when you get in high school, from 14 to about 30, you in your prime. You in your fucking prime. You don't give a fuck about nothing that an old motherfucker talking about. We all been young. We all know this. You get a few youngins that understand it. You ain't gonna be able to save everybody. Everybody gonna have to live their own life and do whatever the fuck they want to do. Because they need the experience. They need to know how it feels to be up and down. And hopefully they blessed enough to get out of the situation that they in. Hopefully they don't get locked up for the rest of their life. Like, so, you know, I don't knock the young niggas. The only problem I have with these young niggas is they wearing these tight ass pants. That bothers me. Sorry, and I ain't got nothing against gay people, but if you're not gay, stop dressing like you gay. Stop looking like a woman. They're not even gay, just looking like a woman. What are you wearing woman clothes for? Why your pants is just as tight as your woman? I ain't saying you gotta go back into the 90s with the baggy pants and shit. I actually feel comfortable. I got there's 2 pairs of jeans I got, and I wear them to work. And I feel uncomfortable wearing those bitches because they so big. You get what I'm saying? But that's why I say I'm not expecting niggas to be wearing them big baggy shits. I'm just saying, man, you ain't got to have your shit as tight as your woman. You gotta wear your jeans is just as tight as a woman wear a pair of spandex, because that's basically what niggas is wearing, spandex jeans, which they call leggings. Just made up a new word for motherfucking spandex. That's it. Just don't be wearing them tight ass jeans, man. That's the only problem I got, man, with the young niggas. I don't give a fuck y'all don't rap about nothing, nigga. It was plenty of niggas in the 90s that wasn't rapping about shit. There was plenty of niggas back in the day that was rapping over the same beats, had the same flow. So I ain't mad at the young niggas. See, I think we had a point that some older niggas be mad at the young niggas because they think that we should have the young niggas should have evolved the game for as lyricism and shit like that. I get that part about it, but the hip hop is what it always been. It always been, you know, niggas almost biting off each other a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Kind of sounding the same. Like you go back in the 80s, like I told you, back in the 80s, niggas sounded like the hibbity hop, all that shit. That nigga, everybody was doing that back in the 80s. You get what I'm saying? And in the 90s, everybody almost kind of had this. The game changed a little bit. Like the game did change. You heard different beats and shit like that. Niggas was doing certain shit, but we always borrow from our predecessors. You get what I'm saying? We always borrow. You know? So I don't know why a lot of old niggas be hating on the young niggas like that. You know, I don't like that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was one of them. People, just like I said, I was homophobic at one period of time. But sometimes you gotta wake your motherfucking self up and try to look at it from other people's sides. And so that's the type of person I am. So when I seen a lot of niggas just hating on the young niggas like that, and I was one of them too, and I was like, oh, this shit is bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? But then I started liking some of this shit because I gave it a chance. And I had to lower my expectations. You know what I'm saying? And I had to understand, I had to look in deep inside of me and say to myself, hey man, you're older now. You're not young. You might have liked this shit when you was younger. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes you gotta look within to see what the motherfucking problem is. And nigga, most likely is you. You get what I'm saying? It's most likely yourself. You get what I mean? I got older, so shit, I'm used to certain shit. That's now I understand the older generation that came before me. It's like they was used to a certain shit, so they wanted us to be on that same level what they did, but we wanted to revolutionize some shit. We wanted to do shit our way, pave the way for ourselves in a different way. You get what I'm saying? And so that's the same shit that you little young niggas is doing. And like I said, it's two things. I'm sorry, it's two things. It's them jeans, them skinny ass jeans, the feminizing the young black youth, and these niggas doing drugs. I don't like that shit. That shit ain't cool. You get what I'm saying? Smoke your weed, you know what I'm saying? If you want to pop a molly in there to fuck some chick or something, that's cool. Nigga, ain't no different than Viagra or something. But, you know, all this other extra shit that niggas is doing, looking like crackheads and dope heads, I don't like that shit. You know what I mean? Back in, like I said, in my era, nigga, you was a dope head, nigga. You was a dope head. Yo, fuck if you was young or old. You was doing that sugar booger, nigga. You was a crackhead. You was a junkie, nigga. However you want to look at it. All right, now since ain't nobody want to call in, cause I'm still waiting for Merlin to call in, cause he ain't home yet. He'll hit me up when he get through, when he get home. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the situation that's been bothering me for the last couple of days. Well, a couple of incidents, and I usually don't really talk about a lot of hip hop shit, cause I just think that hip hop is in a bad space right now, and not even just with the young folks, with the motherfuckers that's older. Let's start off with the Jacquees situation. Now, people, I am a music fanatic. Like, you get what I'm saying? I I feel like I'm educated enough to talk about these when it comes to music. Period. They don't give a fuck what kind of what genre it is. If it's country or some shit like that, nah, okay. But I feel like I can talk about any genre of music. Okay. Now, Jacquees, I'm a little discouraged of how many old ass motherfucking R&B artists jumping out the gate getting at this kid. Like real shit. And people, I'm not being biased because some fuck I actually like Jacquees. I think that's his name. Over there with Rich Gang, Birdman and them. I got a problem with what he said, but I have more of a problem with the old niggas coming out. Because he made it, he was specific about what he was saying. He was saying in this era, his era, what he's doing, in the era of where he's at right now, he feels like he's the king of R&B. I had a problem with it. But for motherfuckers like Tyrese, Tank, and all these other old ass motherfucking R&B niggas that was never ever considered the king of R&B. So you guys, you gotta think about this shit too. None of these Negroes was even mentioned in the same breath as the king of R&B. That's what you gotta think about. See, we gotta think about the R&B era too. Okay, when you think about the king of R&B, when did that start? Think about that. Always think about that. When the king of R&B started, who was the person that they said that was the king of R&B? People keep on like acting like this ain't happened, or motherfuckers want to do this all of a sudden, bullshit that they do. But when they was talking about the king of R&B, when that term first came up, see, I'm old enough to understand when that term first came up. When they said the king of R&B, it had nothing to do with Keith Sweat. None of them niggas. Okay? They wasn't even mentioned in that. And don't get me wrong, I'm a big Keith Sweat fan, nigga. But the king of R&B or top 10? Fuck no. Okay? Nigga, I'll put Babyface before I put Keith Sweat. But anyway. All that nigga Keith Sweat was doing was whining, nigga. But anyway. Now, nigga, the king of R&B started with one man and one man only. Okay? And we're going to take two people out of this whole conversation. We're taking Chris Brown out of this conversation. Chris Brown is bigger than R&B. Okay? Let's just be real. Everybody saying that bullshit. Chris Brown is behind Beyonce, nigga. She is the next Michael Jackson type shit. She's in that conversation. And Chris Brown is somewhere behind her. All right? So stop the nonsense. Chris Brown is not even in this conversation. Give me 1 second here, people. All right, I'm back, people. But yeah, but that's just what I'm saying. Just let's just take motherfucking Chris Brown out of that, and let's just be real honest. Now, if people want to have a discussion about the king of R&B, I mean, you have to go with Bobby Brown. Because that's when it first came out of the king of R&B. Now, he was the first male artist that motherfucker was talking about he the king. Let's be real, before R. Kelly and all that other bullshit. And who the fuck fucks with R. Kelly anymore? Seriously. This dude like little girls, man. We gotta stop acting like we don't know this about R. Kelly. Look, they overaged, but it's a little, you know. Maybe R. Kelly said, look, maybe I gotta get him a little 18 and over in the future because of the Me Too movement. Okay, let's be honest, okay? And stop acting like back in the day, it wasn't grown-ass men, white, black, whoever, wasn't fucking with young teenage girls. You know the Alabama shit, down south shit. Anyway, and I'm not defending R. Kelly, but I'm just saying, everybody all on their high horses, this Me Too bullshit. Fuck that shit. All right? Now, nobody, now we're gonna be real honest about this. R. Kelly is the motherfucking king of R&B. Okay? If we put aside of all his shit, you know what I'm saying, we're fucking with the little girls and all that shit. If you put that shit to the side and you look at the body of work of R. Kelly and eras of R&B, you know for a fact he could go back and do some of the shit that James Brown and Marvin Gaye and them was doing, okay? Let's stop the nonsense. We know he could have made hits back then, all right? The man's a genius when it comes to making music, all right? R. Kelly is the king of R&B. If you put aside him fucking with little girls, but he's the king. You can, it's like if you listen to, you can go to the best of Michael Jackson, nigga. If you put the best of R. Kelly, nigga, it is albums of full of fucking music. He's the king. Usher could never take over that. He was trying to come close to Mike. He wasn't trying to be, because he can't sing. And let's be very, very honest. Chris Brown is he's an above average singer. He fucked his voice up when he started drinking and shit and smoking. And like I said, Chris got a good voice, but singing live, he can't do that. There's only one person I've seen that can actually sing live and dance and all that other shit. Believe it or not, motherfucking Michael Jackson, Prince, and I ain't talking about, like Temptation, I get them and shit. And Beyonce. I'm talking about that dancing, they all over the stage shit. I'm talking about that. There's only 3 people I've seen that can actually do that shit. And Prince wasn't as a great dancer like Beyonce or Mike, but he was out that bitch dancing and doing splits and shit. But people, let's be honest. R. Kelly is the motherfucking king of this R&B shit. He surpassed Bobby because he got way more hits. And people keep talking about, well, he was with New Edition. So, I don't give a fuck. Bobby ain't... Look, and I love me some Bobby Brown, nigga. Like, seriously, I love Bobby, nigga. But Bobby Brown
Haven't had a motherfucking hit solo since what? Don't Be Cruel? Is that what that was? Was that his second album? People, let me know. I think that was his second album. Oh, that could have, no, that probably was his first. What was his second album? He had a second album. But Bobby Brown ain't had an album since early 90s. A hit since the early 90s. Nigga, he's right now living off the legacy that he did, dude. Not saying Bobby, I love Bobby, man. Bobby one of the greats. But, you know, Bobby can't sing no more. Because them drugs and shit fucked his voice up, and the drinking and the smoking. He can't sing. He can't sing no more. And people sit there and lie and act like Bobby can sing. Yo, goddamn lie. He can't sing no more. That's like if we want to be real honest. Michael Jackson, love Mike, God rest the king of pop, greatest entertainer ever. Okay? Mike got in his later ages and shit, and he was doing popping pills or whatever the fuck he was doing. Wasn't gaining weight, whatever. Wasn't eating, whatever it was. Mike couldn't sing after a while. But you heard Prince live, nigga, he still could sing. Nigga, Patty is older than Mike, nigga. And she still can sing. I think Patty like 70-something now, ain't she? Or at least get ready to hit 70. Patty still can sing. So we got to stop this nonsense. We got to have a respect of it. R. Kelly still can sing live. Kelly can sing. But I can't condone this bullshit. So the reason, if we want to be real real about this shit, about the king is R. Kelly. But I have to strip him from his king shit because of, you know, him fucking with them little girls. Everybody know he fucked them little girls. Like everybody know OJ. Yeah, I love Patty too. She one of my, look man, Patty's one of the greatest singers I ever heard in my life. But yeah, you know, we gotta be honest, man. If we gonna keep the same, we gotta keep the same energy how we kept it with Bill Cosby. You get what I'm saying? We gotta keep that same energy with R. Kelly and OJ. Real black people know OJ did it, nigga. We just rock with OJ because he was black, nigga, and it was like nah to the white racists. Like, bitches, y'all get all these motherfuckers off now. We got the black nigga off. What? That was the only reason, but we know he did it. Come on now. Nigga came out with a book talking about what if I did it. No real motherfucking hood nigga will ever put a book out. Now, in these days, niggas be all on the internet snitching on themselves. So maybe he was ahead of his time. Niggas snitching on themselves and shit. but, you know, everybody know OJ did it. Just like we know R. Kelly did what he did, man. Come on, man. You know? But at the same motherfucking time, though, look, man, I can believe whatever I want to believe. That he did it. And we probably know deep down in our heart, we know he did it. But by law in America, he ain't do none of that shit. He got found not guilty. So niggas may gotta take it a little easy on Kelly, man. I gotta see everybody jumping on the Me Too bandwagon, trying to get rid of R. Kelly and shit. Nah, fuck that. In America, he got found not guilty. You can personally believe whatever the fuck you want to believe, but in America, you can't get mad at other people in America, the so-called land of the free. If he went through the system and he got found not guilty, okay. So don't get mad at the rest of us because we still bumping. I'm still bumping R. Kelly. Do I think R. Kelly did what he did? Hell yeah. But by law, he was found not guilty. And I'm going to stick by that. Because you know what? The crazy shit about it, I could be wrong. Because by law, he got found not guilty. But my personal feelings about it, I believe he did it. But I ain't stopped listening to R. Kelly. Fuck y'all. Whoever, me too, she too, he too, I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna listen to R. Kelly. I'm bumping R. Kelly. Step in the name of love. Fuck y'all. Y'all motherfuckers, people are hypocrites. Can't say you about law. About the justice, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker got proven not guilty. You heard the song he did with Jay, Not Guilty, nigga. This nigga's crazy, man. I like to fuck with people too, but I'm serious though. I'm serious about that though. I'm still listening to R. Kelly. Fuck them motherfuckers. Shit. Motherfuckers still love Donald Trump, and he admitted he grabbed women by the pussies, sexually assaulting women and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Might try to hear that. But that's the only reason I say that R. Kelly not the king. I still give it to Bobby. But if we want to be technical about this shit, R. Kelly is the king of R&B. And like I said, I don't put Chris Brown into that. Chris Brown is on another whole level of that shit. He's like, Chris Brown is R&B, pop, entertainer. Like, if Chris Brown wanted to do a country song, he could do it. That's his talent. Like, that's how big his talent is. So I don't put Chris Brown with the rest of these niggas. Not even Usher. I don't put him with Usher. I think Usher is R&B, but he's not great at R&B because he can't really sing. And I love and Usher made great songs, but he's not I got levels to this shit. Okay, so Usher is. I never thought Usher was a king or a king R&B. I never thought that. He had his run the way he ran the game for a little minute because he was dropping hits and he was he's popping. But I never looked at Usher as the king. We gotta be honest about this shit. It's like Tank. Tank can sing. Tyrese can sing, but they ain't made no hits like that. They weren't consistent or putting out music like that. They haven't made a motherfucking Bad or Don't Be Cruel album, but you know what I mean? They haven't had a classic album. Like, have Tyrese had a classic album, nigga? Can we say he had a classic album or Tank? Hell no. He ain't had no motherfucking Bobby Brown classic, nigga. Out of here. Stop it. Now, one nigga you gotta kind of like give him his props is Trey Songz. I think Trey Songz is better than Usher. My honest opinion. The only reason motherfuckers might think Usher is better than Trey Songz because Usher dance. But when it comes to singing and making some hits, Trey Songz is the shit. So let's just go by Jacquees, the era of R&B. Let's just go by that, of what he's saying, in his era. Let's think about the R&B cats that's in his era. Even the motherfuckers that been in the game 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Because it's still the era. Because Trey's still putting out music, right? Trey Songz is better than you, Jacquees. Well, whatever his name is. I think his name is Jacquees, Jacquees, whatever the fuck his name is. Trey Songz is better than you, dude. Sorry. Had to let you know that. I had a problem with the old niggas, the old R&B niggas getting at you. That's the only problem I had. But, nigga, I had a problem with you saying that in your generation, in right here in your generation, you better. You the king. What? Fuck you talking about? Nigga, you take other niggas' songs and remix them. The fuck are you talking about? Have you had a song that hit #1 yet? That's your song you created with a producer. That's new. No. The fuck out of here. Shit, you could put Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez had sang. He better than you. And I look at Tory Lanez as a singing, rapping nigga. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he can flow like that, but you know he can flow. And he, you know, I believe he only can really kind of. I ain't gonna say he only can kind of sing with that auto tune, but I don't think he that good without that auto tune, and I'm not for sure about that. So I don't want to shit on the little homie. But I like Tory Lanez. But Tory Lanez is better than you. And nigga, he rap too. The fuck out of here. Who else R&B out here, people? Who else R&B out here kicking motherfuckers' ass like that? Well, it ain't that too many, believe it or not. He's put like that. He ain't the best in this generation. I know that shit. And he might just feel because he don't hear a lot of new niggas singing, like a lot of new R&B artists singing. So he kind of feel like I'm the only one kind of putting this R&B shit out there. So, you know, that's why I feel like I'm the king of this R. But dude, Trey Songz still out there putting that music, and nigga, you ain't never gonna ever be close to Chris Brown. So we just, you know, Chris Brown is out your motherfucking atmosphere, my dude. Sorry, just to let you know that. So he's on Michael Jackson. He's behind Michael Jackson and them niggas. So I ain't can try to act like you, like Chris shouldn't even say nothing. I don't even think Chris said nothing. I think Chris laughed at the nigga or something. You get what I'm saying? I think Chris Brown laughed at him, if I'm not mistaken. Chris like, what the fuck? This nigga, really? First of all, nigga, I can out sing you and perform you. And first of all, and then no disrespect to Chris, I love the little nigga, man. And I'm not glorifying this, people. Don't get me twisted. I'm trying to be funny about it a little bit, but I'm trying to be serious about it. Chris Brown got in this situation where he got in an altercation with putting his hand on a woman, and he's still as popular as you, and still will always be popular than you, and still will always looked at as better than you when it comes to this shit. That's just real shit. So Jacquees, this dude, man. Sorry, dude. I can see why the old niggas had a problem with you saying, but that wasn't. He made himself clear that he wasn't even talking about the king of R&B of all time. He was just talking about of his generation. Excuse me. So no old nigga should have been coming out. I don't give a fuck you still singing. You ain't in this era of these little young niggas. Like, you gotta separate yourself sometimes. I don't give a fuck you still out here singing Tyrese and Tank. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Fuck out of here, nigga. These old niggas always trying to. And mind you, these niggas, Tyrese, Tank, all them niggas, they around my age. That's why I'm saying all these old niggas, man. Look. These niggas always trying to be young. Like, nigga, at your age sometimes, man. Like, real shit. All right, damn, nigga, you old, nigga. Like, god damn, you won't see shit. You first of all, you ain't even in that. Or I wouldn't even try to pretend. I wouldn't even trying to be competing with young niggas. Like, why would I do that? You get what I'm saying? My knowledge is what it is. I'm happy that I got this old. I'm happy I got the knowledge that I have. But also, I don't want to be sitting there debating. I'm not even debating, but sitting there, debating young niggas about who's better and shit. Nigga, I know I'm better than you. Nigga, you ain't better than me until you get into my motherfucking age bracket. And then you can say you better than me. Like, real shit. Or even smarter than me, or think you know more than I do. You know nothing. Live long as I have, and then you can tell me. I see you in 20, 30 years. Well, I'm sorry, not 20, 30 years. But I see you niggas about 15, 20 years, and then you talk to me. Act like you better than me, you smarter than me, you know more than me. Whatever. It goes to all little niggas out there. I don't give a fuck about that shit. They sit out there talking nonsense. But old niggas gotta start acting their age and stop acting like they are, trying to live in this youth. Let the young niggas do what they do now. If the young niggas reach out to you to want to do something with you, that's fine. But at the same time, niggas stay in your lane. See what happened with old niggas? They don't like to stay in their lane, and they think that the young niggas should be kissing their ass. Nobody got kiss your ass. Did you kiss the OG asses like that? I mean, we had a little bit more respect for the OGs, but we disrespect our OGs too. Not in the way of how they doing it, but they took the mantle from what we did. And so what you niggas is shocked that the little young niggas is disrespecting? And don't think that these young niggas don't know about the old school niggas like Pop, Big, Rakim. They know about the history. They just feel like niggas is trying to bitch them. And you got to think about it too. People don't really realize all the greatest MCs, a lot of them, that we put in like the top 5, other than Pac and Biggie, a lot of niggas that actually is like, and LL, but a lot of niggas like Jay, Eminem, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them niggas ain't get hot until they was in their fucking like late 20s. Like real shit. Like honestly, people don't be realizing that shit. Like them niggas didn't really get hot until they got like their late 20s. They wasn't like they was the man. Like they've been grinding for years, but they didn't get really noticed. They wasn't the shit like that until they got like their late 20s and shit. And like I said, the only reason that Jay wasn't hot like that, and let's be very, very honest. And let's be very, very honest. And the reason that Jay didn't get hot back in the 90s when Biggie and Pac, because of Biggie and Pac. Jay wasn't even noticed. Like Nas had a buzz, but Nas was out of New York at that period of time. Maybe Nas. And you had Snoop. Snoop was doing, he was big. But really, nobody else was really big like that. Like when Pac and Biggie was like kind of running the scene of hip hop, niggas wasn't really like that. Like let's be real. Like everybody be sitting there bullshitting, don't be showing the proper respect that they should show. Like Big and Pac ran the game for years. Sorry, and it was a little of a that they ran that shit. It wasn't a whole bunch of years and shit. They've been in the game for 5. I mean, they was hot for like 5 or 6 years or something, or 10 years. No. Pac, when he got hot like that, Pac put in work, but by the time Pac got hot, he was in his mid-20s. He had like maybe I give him maybe a 3-year spurt that he was the shit. And then he only had really 1 year that he really was the shit. And the same thing with Biggie. Biggie only had maybe like 1 or 2 years, maybe 3, that he was actually really hot for years. And just imagine the impact that those niggas had. Like Biggie don't have that much music out, but he's still considered one of the greats because of his style and how the real shit that he was talking about. But in neither one of those niggas, Pac or Biggie, was real street niggas. Let's just be honest. Motherfuckers sit there and be like, oh, well, Pac wasn't no real street nigga. Well, Biggie wasn't even, nigga. He hung around gangsters just like Pac hung around gangsters. You grow up in the community, don't that mean you gotta be a gangster. Like it was like that for me when I was young. Nigga, I knew a lot of gangster niggas in my hood. That didn't mean I ran with them. Now I got a little older. Yeah, I ran with some gangster niggas. When I was young, I didn't run with no gangster niggas like that. I see niggas try to keep me out the game. But Pop and Big, they was young, man. They died young. They was 25 years old. They died when they both was 25. And the only reason Jay got hot because they died. Let's be honest. I'm not saying Jay wouldn't be fire right now, but he wouldn't be considered the greatest. Let's just be honest. Because Pop would have, if Pop was still alive, Pop would have kept digging in Jay-Z ass. You see how, look, some people even say that Nas beat Jay in that battle. But just imagine how consistent that Pop was of dissing Biggie and Jay-Z back then, especially Biggie and Nas and them. And Mobb Deep, he was almost every fucking song he did, he was dissing the shit out of them. But just imagine Pop would have consistently did that to Jay. Come on, man. And everybody always like to say, well, Pop wasn't lyrical. Well, nigga, Jay ain't that either. He wound up growing to be very lyrical, but Pop was lyrical too, but it was more of his, it was what he was, it was more of his actions and his tone and how he was delivering it. People felt more. But you listen to his lyrics, so he had to be some type of lyrical. Cause a nigga don't use all these crazy ass big words doesn't make them not lyrical. I need people to really truly understand that. That's just like, I may not speak all proper English and all professional and using all these big words as a lot of these YouTubers may use or some shit like that, but it doesn't mean that what I'm saying out my mouth ain't true. And I don't have an impact, or you don't really understand, and that shit don't make you feel a certain type of way of what I'm saying. And that's who Pac was. I believe, and I hate to say this, but I believe, because we know Pac was very intelligent, I believe Pac dumbed down his rhymes for us. My honest belief. And I heard plenty of people, I heard the Outlaws talk about that shit too. They said he kind of dumbed down his lyrics. And they didn't want to call it dumbed down. They just said that he didn't want to go over people's heads too much. But I call it dumbing down. Like, I understand what Common and Nas be talking about, but that shit they don't make me feel. Pop made you feel this shit. And people keep disrespecting that of like, yo, everybody don't have that. Everybody, it ain't never ever be somebody like Pop, because he made you feel shit that you just like his, like the normal words when mama, like you say that shit and it made you feel it. It ain't a lot of motherfucking rappers can do that. I don't give a fuck how lyrical they are. It's almost like Michael Jackson. He wasn't the greatest singer in the world, nigga. It was about what he did, his presence, and you listen to his words. Like, my favorite fucking song, and actually I can't listen to the song because it always make me cry, but fucking Man in the Mirror, that shit make me cry every time I hear that shit. Motherfuckers don't got no... And I want to kind of skip past this point. I'm talking about, you know, the hip hop shit, but well, not the hip hop shit. I'm kind of going towards the hip hop shit. I want to say something to these bitch ass young kids, amigos, and all you little young niggas that be sitting out there and acting like you the greatest. You're not. And it ain't about your lyrics. Cause I thought about this shit. I had to think about this. Cause this is one thing that we keep getting in this debate about. That these niggas, we call them mumble rappers, but niggas say, but they ain't talking about nothing. Right? And and I thought about it. The reason we can't, I'm not even gonna go that too much to that level of it. Of you niggas ain't rapping about nothing. And you rapping about shit that we did rap about. And we did the same thing that y'all did. I just want to say this to all you young rappers. Have you niggas ever made a song like Juicy? Have you made a song like Dear Mama? Have you niggas made a song about uplifting your people? Just period. I didn't want to go down the line of other rappers and shit, cause cause I know it ain't, cause I know they haven't did it. It's like a couple of few. I ain't talking. The motherfuckers that look, the mumble rappers, they know who I'm talking about. Niggas like the Migos. You niggas sound, every song sound the same. You niggas don't even switch your flow up. Your flow still sound the same. You niggas don't make personal, heart-wrenching songs that touch people. You niggas just make party music. So you can't say that you niggas is the greatest rap group of all time, or you better than Bone Thugs. Nigga, look, and nigga, I know how I heard some nigga earlier. He was talking about he was talking some nonsense about, oh well, we ain't understand what Bone Thugs and Harmony said. Nigga, you didn't hear what Busy Bone was saying. Let's be real honest. Stop the nonsense. Niggas always lying, man. Give me a second, people. This is some bullshit. Excuse me, people. I'm back. But nah, I was getting ready to blame me getting older and shit of having a bad bladder, nigga. But my bladder always been some bullshit. I drink a whole bunch of water, nigga, and I'll piss like every motherfucking 15, 20 minutes. Especially if I drink water. If I drink water, I'm pissing like every 5, 10 minutes. I'm telling you that now. So that's all I really kind of drink at work and shit. I just drink a lot of water. I just drink water all day. And drink ginger ale and shit. I drink ginger ale and water all day. And so I go to the bathroom like every 15, 20 minutes fucking around with water and shit. I was getting ready to blame it on old age, but I always been like that since I was a kid. I always had a bad bladder, man. But anyway, yeah, you know, when it comes to these Migos, like dude was saying that he didn't understand what Bone, nigga, you didn't understand what Busy Bone was saying. Busy Bone, you couldn't understand what he was saying, but when he slowed it down, you understood what the fuck he was talking about. All right. And I don't know. I think a part of me, I'm a little upset too. I don't know why Bone Thugs and Harmony feel like they gotta come out and defend themselves. It could be a little bit more insecurity than anything. I think with Bone Thugs, and I'm a big fan of Bone Thugs. Y'all know how much I'm a big fan of Bone Thugs, man. One of my favorite greatest rap groups of all times. But I got them behind NWA. So, you know, that's just me. But I don't know why Bone Thugs and Harmony always gotta feel like they gotta come out and defend what these young niggas saying. You get what I'm saying? Or defend themselves against these young niggas. Nobody give a fuck about them. Them niggas, we all know, real hip hop fans know goddamn well that ain't no motherfucking way Migos is the greatest rap group of all time. They hot now. Yeah. They hottest group now. Because believe it or not, aren't they the only rap group out? Am I mistaken here, people? Am I tripping? Is the Migos the only rap group? I think they the only rap group that's out right now. So of course these little young niggas can run around talking about, oh, they the greatest, you know, and they can say that because ain't nobody else rapping in groups. I can't even think of no more rap groups. Nah. But the greatest, hell no. Hell no. Fuck out of here, nigga. And don't give me the whole duo shit, nigga. I'm talking about groups. A group is a group, nigga. One person don't make a group. You got two people in it, nigga, that's a group. All right? You gotta throw Outkast over top of them. Pimp C, Bun B. Come on, man. It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers that go over top of these little young niggas, man. Come on, man. We can go back to the 70s and shit. Fuck out of here, man. Them niggas ain't even, they hot right now. And you gotta think about it. Their flow will run out soon. It's a wave that they got. That shit gonna run out fast too. That shit gonna, you know, go away, disappear very soon too. That shit, a lot of that shit, that especially those niggas. Them niggas, they don't rap about nothing. They just make good music. I want everybody to understand the difference between that. You can make hits. You can make good music. Okay? The Migos make good music. But they don't rap about nothing. They rap about what the average rap motherfucker. I can rap about what they're rapping about and can be lying about it. So they not really rapping about anything. They're just rapping. They are not skilled at all. So this whole notion that the Migos all upset, you know, oh, nigga, Offset, fuck you, nigga. You out there, in public, interrupting your wife shit to try to get her back, to show how much a pussy ass niggas you are. I'm gonna tell y'all you niggas, I keep saying this to you, all you rap motherfuckers, all you entertain. Why the fuck are you niggas getting married? If you ain't, first of all, nigga, if you in your 20s, especially if you in your 20s, nigga, if you in your 20s, there's no reason for you to even be trying to get married. If you're rich. Sorry. If you're an entertainer, the fuck out of here, dude. I don't give a fuck how bad a chick is. You see Jay, he ain't get with Beyonce till he got in his 40s. Well, I say late 30s. He probably fucking around with her for a couple of years. But shit. Beyonce my age. Jay like what, 47? Almost 50. He might be about 49. Him and what's his name, like 49. What's going on, Jones? Jay like 49, something like that, can return 50. I think him and Diddy about the same age. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the notification shit. The notification shit been acting up. Cause I don't even get my shit from Ticket TV. Like, you know, I'm subscribed to this shit. This notification shit don't be popping up either. I done nigga gotta just check his shit to see. I gotta check his channel to see if it should pop up. You know what I mean? I mean, to go to like his newest shit. I don't know what's happening. YouTube trying to fuck us over. I'm trying to tell y'all. But yeah, man, get the fuck out of here. All you young niggas out here marrying young, you're stupid. If you're rich and you're famous, the fuck are you getting married for? You think you ain't gonna be cheating, nigga? And everybody got this notion a niggas always fuck down. Cause you know why? Cause usually when we fuck down, we get the nastiest bitch. Okay? We get the nastiest bitch. And first of all, I don't know. I don't blame Offset for fucking them two doll bitches or whoever they was, them little two 19-year-old girls or whoever they was. Because, I mean, he like, I think Offset like 25, 26. You know what I mean? Yeah, 19. They over age, nigga. They around this age range. All right? Look, I don't know if I could turn that down if I'm his age. Okay? And I'm rich. I don't know if I can turn that down. But you know what be bothering me? It always boils down to the end of this shit. You niggas is sitting out here text messaging these hoes. How about you have a conversation? Call the bitch. You know you look, even though they can track the calls to her, but you say, look, I was talking to her about business. But if you text a bitch and tell the bitches, yeah, I'm trying to fuck, you know, bring them such and such, nigga, your text message is going to come out. But then shit, they can record you now on the phone. So I don't know what to tell niggas. Look, the cheating game is fucked up too. So I tell niggas all the time, just stay single. If you're rich like that, and if you know you're gonna cheat and you know you're gonna fuck other chicks, just stay single. There's no reason to be in a relationship. Sorry. You gotta pick and choose and like, look, and here and there you might run into a situation where you may can get with fucking with a chick, cheating on your girl, but you don't stay long, just fuck her and get out of there. But niggas like I don't know, man. Look, the game is not the same. Even when it comes to cheating. Okay? It's not the same, man. People get put on blast. The internet is big. It seems like a lot of the niggas is even more not shit. And the women is just as much as hoes and tricks and bitches. Like, come on, man. It's a lot of fuckery shit going on. And it's bad. It's bad out here, people. So I say I'm glad I'm married, man. I ain't gotta deal with none of that shit. I don't even think I got no single friends. Like, fuck that. Like, I don't think I have any. Like my friends most likely in relationships or they married. You know what I mean? I'm older too, so I'm kind of like, man, fuck that shit, man. I don't even got time to be playing around this shit, man. Like I said, I don't even know how to date anymore. But to little Offset, dude. Get back to little Offset. Little dude, sit your little ass down, shut the fuck up. Nobody trying to hear that shit, nigga. You out there begging. You out there bitch keep sweating, nigga. You seen that nigga? And then she whore you, nigga, like, oh, this nigga, why would he do this? Like, you know what we call niggas like Offset? You sucker for love ass niggas. And niggas might say, well, that's his wife. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga. First of all, he too young to be married, man. He wasn't ready for it, and he wasn't ready for it from the jump. Okay? He's a sucker for love ass nigga. He wasn't ready for no marriage. This nigga 26 years old, man. Get the fuck out of here. Nigga, he ain't me. Put it like that. Alright? First of all, I wasn't rich. I was coming from some fucked up shit. And I ain't gonna lie to you. My wife provided me with love that I ain't never had in my life, and she gave me that. And that's why me and her have been together for so long, because it's that love that I can't never, I don't think I can get from anybody. But this nigga rich, man. This nigga millionaire. And he in this, nigga in his prime. And you getting married to I don't give a fuck about Cardi B. Motherfucker, Cardi B back. Fuck Cardi B. All right? Nigga. You can fuck Cardi B and still fuck Cardi B and move on and fuck some other bitches. And then you make him come back and fuck Cardi B again. Chris Brown did it. He fucked Rihanna, nigga. And he got in the situation and came back and fucked Rihanna again. Don't act like he did it. That was the only time they fucked after, you know, at that situation. I mean, they fucked again after that. Get the fuck out of here, man. This niggas acting like, niggas crazy, man. I wish, you know what? When you young like that, though, believe it or not, though, when you're young like that, you don't have the wisdom that I have. So you see these sucker for love ass niggas doing that shit. Cause I had a period of time, people. No lie to you, I was a sucker for love ass nigga too. All right. As men, we all been sucker for love ass niggas. We try to sit there and pretend that we wasn't. You think of a pimp, nigga. All right, think of a pimp. Nigga, a pimp is very insecure, right? Because a woman or he got mommy's issues, nigga. That's why he a pimp. Niggas be praising pimps and shit. Nigga, them pimps is insecure as a motherfucker. They got mommy's issues, got woman's issues. Something happened. They got molested by a woman. Something happened. Fuck out of here, man. We all been sucker for love ass niggas. We all have done it. But you can't get mad when niggas call you a sucker for love ass nigga. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Look, what's his name? Lil Offset. Nigga, I salute to you trying to get your woman back, nigga, but you look like a sucker for love ass nigga. The fuck out of here, nigga. You too young to be looking like a sucker for love ass nigga like that. Actually, you're a little too old to be looking like a sucker for love ass nigga. You only supposed to be looking like a sucker ass for love ass nigga when you in your teens. If you're over 21, nigga, you shouldn't be looking like a sucker for love ass nigga. I'm sorry, it's a time limit on this shit. I just want my wife back, you know. I love you. And then he was like, I love you, bro. Or some shit like that, nigga. Don't nobody talk to no woman like that, nigga. I love you, bro. What? Nigga, she a female, nigga. She ain't no dude. You hear the language of these niggas? These niggas talking like they talking to their boy and shit. Like, I love you, bro. What? The fuck? Hey, yo. Come on, people. Look, I'm not making this shit up, man. Come on, man. Y'all gotta agree with me on some of this shit. This dude out there talking to his woman like, I love you, man. I love you, bro. What? Nigga? You don't supposed to be talking to your lady like that, nigga. Supposed to be, when you say, I love you, baby. You know what I'm saying? I love you, boo. Something, nigga. Give me some boo. Give me some boo or something, nigga. Don't be calling no woman no bro, nigga. I like, what? The fuck? Ew, nigga. Ew. That's all I can say. Nigga, Offset. Ew, nigga. That's some ill shit. It ain't in the good way of ill, nigga. That's some ill. Like, shit stink, dude. Like, the fuck out of here, yo. Nigga, I wouldn't have embraced you good either if I'm calling. Nigga, like, that's your woman. You calling her bro. The fuck type, when, you know, look, man. You know, a part of me feels sorry for a lot of women, too, because it seemed like women accepted niggas talking to them any type of motherfucking way. At least back in the day, and even niggas like me, we be like, hey, baby, or hey, ma, something like that. They be like, hey, bro, come here for a minute. Let me talk to you. And he talking to a woman. Any nigga that call a woman a bro He's suspect, nigga. Sorry. I'm serious. Fuck that. For now, no, nigga, call your woman a boo or baby or sweetheart or ma. Come here, ma. But this whole calling your woman a bro, nigga, that's suspect to me. That means you might be talking to your dudes like that, your homies like that, nigga. And first of all, that's how you might talk to your dudes. You like if you really got love for your man, you be like, I love you, bro. Love you too, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? But if I'm talking to my wife, nigga, I'm like, or a girl or female, I'm talking to one of my nieces or something, I say I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Love y'all. You know, I mean, come on, man. Calling your woman, bro. hey, Jones, that's suspect, nigga. I don't give a fuck what they say. That's suspect. That's suspect shit. That's suspect, people. Yeah, suspect bullshit. Nigga sitting there. Anyway, that shit was all fucked up, man. They did all that shit. You know, did all that shit with Cardi B. That, you know, niggas feel sorry for Cardi B. I don't feel sorry for Cardi B. Cardi B ain't nothing but a hood rat. What is she? A hood rat Latino bitch. She ain't nothing but a light-skinned black person. Fuck out of here with Cardi B. Cardi B is the hip hop Tiffany Haddish. And niggas can get mad at me. Look, and I'm a big fan of the brother from the Corey Holcomb show, 5150. I'm a big fan of him, but Tiffany Haddish, come on, man. And hopefully she grow. I'm still giving her, I ain't turning my back on her none, but that whole persona of that ghetto role, that ghetto chick role, that shit bothers me, dude. I mean, we should be ourselves, people, but we don't have to act too damn ghetto. You get what I'm saying? We don't have to act ghetto all the fucking time. You get what I mean? We should know how to behave. It seems like we want to be so real. Like nigga, I'm real without acting a certain type of way. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I love Tiffany Haddish. She's very funny. I love Cardi B. You get what I'm saying? I love their talent. But their attitude, that whole ghetto shit bothers me. And believe it or not, I never liked women like that. Believe it or not, I grew up in the hood. I never fuck with chicks like that. Believe it or not, I may fuck them, but they was never like my main girl or nothing. I never fuck with chicks like that. Believe it or not. And I grew up in the hood, and you know what I mean? Everybody a little hood, but we ain't ghetto. Like, you know ghetto bitches and ghetto niggas when you see them. Hood niggas is a little different. We know how to conduct ourselves a little bit, and we got just a little street in us. That's why I say I'm a little street. I've always been a little street. I grew up in the street, so I'm a little street. So I got some hood mentalities to me. But I don't act hood all the fucking time. You don't have to act that way. Not like you got some fucking sense. If you don't know how to talk, learn how to fucking talk. Okay? I ain't saying change yourself, people. I still use it. Look, my demeanor is hood. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, my demeanor. Like, I come off as a hood dude. So, I knew I had to, I ain't gonna try to talk all proper and shit, but I know certain words and shit. I know how to put certain words together when I'm talking to certain people. But, you know, I ain't try to change for no fucking body, but I at least can conduct myself. I at least can get in front of white folks and and have a conversation with them to where they can understand where I'm coming from. I can sit in front of business people. I can sit in front of hood niggas. I can sit in front of anybody. It don't matter. Because I know how to use the language, baby. You get what I mean? So, like I said, we can still use our slang and use our Ebonics. We just got to know when to use it. We don't have to. I'm proud where I come from. You know what I mean? I learned a lot from where I come from. But I don't think that we shouldn't act a certain type of way. I think that's more than anything. I think we act like this shit. This nonsense. Like I don't like that shit. I don't like how we conduct ourselves in front of people and shit, and then we get upset when the people, like when people mock us, right? But you gotta think about this in two ways when it comes to our people. We get upset because we act a certain type of way around these people, and then they mock us, and then we get upset about that, right? But then on the other hand, you gotta think about it as well. That's why that's why I always feel like I'm aware of shit around me, and I try to read people. You get what I'm saying? And I gotta read situations and places that I'm in or who I'm associated with around, right? But then you got white people trying to be like us, trying to use our slang, trying to act like us to relate to us. You get what I'm saying? So we both races kind of do the same shit a lot, but I don't like that white people try to act black. I don't like black people to sit there and be on that pretty that bougie shit. Cause I don't think because a brother talk proper English doesn't bother me. It's his whole demeanor of it, like you know what I mean. This whole bouginess shit, like or brother or sister, that bougie, their persona, how they put it out there, like they better. Like you get what I mean. That's the shit I don't like. But I don't have a problem with a brother speaking proper English. I don't have a problem with that. Because a nigga might not grew up around niggas. All right? All black people don't grow up around each other. You get what I'm saying? You got some black people that grow up around these white folks. So they learn proper English. You get what I'm saying? In that way. They don't have no slang. So they don't have no flavor. Believe that. Always believe that. Them black dudes, a lot of these niggas, they have no swag. They don't have nothing. They have no flavor, none of that shit. You know what I mean? They just as clueless as the white people. They like when you see white people trying to act black and you see the black dudes, they ain't no different. That talk proper, they ain't no different than them white people that, you know, trying to act black. They do the same thing. Remember the dude Paris Denard? Nigga try to act, you know, even like the one thing is two type of black people I hate. I don't like that black people that trying to act like they know what's going on. They act too bougie. I understand you ain't grow up around black people, I get it. But don't try to act like you better than us. If we don't speak your language, because you speak the language of white people. And you try to think you better. I don't like those type of people. Those type of black folks. But then I don't like black people that come from the hood, get educated, and then start acting all brand new and shit, and start talking all bougie and shit. Start talking proper and then acting bougie. Like, get the fuck out of here. And then when you confront them on some shit, like Marosa, don't you hear that bitch when she get a little upset? You hear her ghetto-ness come out. They the motherfuckers I can't stand too. The fuck out of here. We gotta keep it real with each other, people. I don't give a fuck. You ain't gotta come from where I come from. I don't care. As long as we showed each other the proper respect and we respect our blackness. That's number one. Respect our blackness. You know what I mean? Stop disrespecting our blackness. Because I know what's out there in the media. I know what history has put out there about our people and who we are, and this is why they treat us a certain way. That's their own personal agenda of how they think and how they want to treat black people. But our black skin and our history of our people is something strong. We fought through slavery. They can't say that. All they can do is brag about their white privilege and how much so much better they are than us when they haven't lifted a fucking finger. Always remember that's why white people like racist white people, they don't really bother me, man. Like seriously, I just want to know who you are. If you're racist, let me know. So I ain't gotta pretend with you. If you're racist, I'm good with it. I'm good. Because I ain't gonna never hang around you. You ain't gonna never see me hang around. You gonna never see me hang around you. You ain't gonna never see me talk to you. I have no problem. I have no problem with segregation. I don't want to be around people that hate me. I never understood that from black people. Like, we want to be a part of something that a part of a culture of people that don't want nothing to do with you. Nothing. We sit there and shuck and jive. We're all Americans. No, we're not. like, niggas is crazy. When I hear niggas say that, we all Americans, I'm American. No, you not, nigga. They haven't treated us like we was a part of this country ever. Ever. We in 2018 and we got a racist president. Nigga, that should wake. Every black person should have woke they motherfucking ass the fuck up. But we got them house niggas. We still got them house niggas out there. And you got them, and you got them in the field niggas out there too. Them in the field niggas. I call them niggas in the fields. Them niggas, them Bloods and Crip niggas. I call them niggas that want to be gangster and shit when they supposed to be fighting for something bigger. They want to fight for blocks that they don't own. They field niggas. I ain't a part of that. I ain't no slave. Fuck that. Give me a second, people. My bad, I'm back. What was the name said? What's the name said? I'm un-American. That's what you said. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if I'm un-American. They call me whatever the fuck they want to call me. Call me un-American. You call me disloyal. You can call me whatever. You can call me a traitor if you want to. I don't give a fuck. I don't hold no allegiance to America. Fuck out of here. I haven't signed up for no army. I don't work for no government. Oh no, I just fucking with you. I was just joking with you. I know what you were saying. I was just fucking with you. But I don't work for no motherfucking government. I don't give a fuck. Look, these white supremacists, they can call me out for them. I'm un-American. I'm a traitor. I don't give a fuck. I ain't pledged no allegiance to America. I just was born in this bitch. I was just born here. What's up? What's up, Callie? Come on, Callie. Come on and call in, man. Hold on, where we at on the time? Hold on, hey Callie. No, hold on, Callie. Don't call in yet. We're gonna run this time out for about another 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna switch over to another live stream. Cause you know, after like 3 hours, that shit be fucking up. I don't know what the fuck be going on with that, but anyway, we're gonna run this out, and then I'm gonna switch over to another live stream. Cause I'm good. I ain't doing no motherfucking work. Look, I've been bullshitting at work all week. I've been bullshitting at work all week. I ain't gonna lie, people. I mean, I've been getting my job done, but I've been bullshitting. I ain't been on my Like I ain't been my normal self of working hard. I've been bullshitting. It's the holidays coming up. I don't give a fuck. And I gotta go to work next week for like 3 days and shit. But I'll be in the morning, so I'm gonna be doing some YouTube shit in the evening. It's gonna be early too, cause I think I get off like I get off like probably like 1 or 2 o'clock or something like that in the evening. So I'll be doing something early. That's that for the holidays though. That's that for like Christmas and shit. Cause I go back to work the day after Christmas. Yeah, man, I don't give a fuck. I ain't pledged no allegiance to America. I don't give a fuck. White supremacists call me un-American, a traitor. I don't give a fuck. I don't be giving a fuck about that shit. They can kiss my ass about that. Ain't no motherfucking way that I pledged allegiance to a motherfucking country that enslaved my people, and then still in 2018 a motherfucker can beat you. I just seen the crazy shit about it. Salute to Merlin. Merlin has sent me. I ain't even ever get to looking at this shit, but he has sent it to me. I watched it today, and I couldn't even watch it. I cringed because I seen how much a coward. Not even a coward. What's going on, LaVar Williams? What's going on, man? I won't call a young brother a coward. Matter of fact, let me, before I get out here, before we switch over to the next shit, let me let y'all hear this shit that Oak sent me. I mean, not Oak, Merlin sent me. Let y'all hear this. Oh shit, no, that's not it. All right, okay, yeah, Merlin has sent me this. Check this out, people.
Me too, but then I swear to God.
Whitehead, what are you doing, man?
What did I do, bro?
I ain't never had a problem. Why you gonna spit on us? Sergeants come around, you know how this is. Just take the
I just had to take this shit, bro. I swear to God.
Just
bro.
take the strings down.
I just need to take this shit.
That's all she was gonna do.
All I need, bro, you know I don't give y'all problems like that, bro. I do not give you problems like that, short, bro. Bro.
All you had to do was take the strings down, dude.
And then mind you, let me tell y'all something, people. When I tell you these people in law enforcement should not be in law enforcement, these white supremacists, this dude is sick. Look, I don't give a fuck what he did. Even if he spit on them. All right? And I know that's like an assault or some shit. And like, you know, like if somebody spit on me, I'll probably whip their ass too. I'll probably punch the shit out of them too. Probably be pissed too. Right? But if I'm in a position of power and I'm here to protect and serve, it's nothing. If you spit on me, that's nothing. Now, if you try to stab me or try to fight me or something like that, yeah, now I got a right to fuck you up. All right? But I'm more of trying to defend myself and restrain you. Okay? But you're talking about this black dude, right? He locked up. He spits. They say he spit, but okay, he never admitted that he did it. But he never denied it either. So most likely just say he spit. He spit on the cop. The cop is angry. I get it. I mean, the CO he's pissed. I get it. But that's not your job to physically punch this kid. You a grown-ass man. And he punched it. And mind you, and to show how much of a coward they are these white supremacists, they got him in handcuffs. He's sitting on the bed and he got handcuffs on. And I guess he's steaming up. He's getting the courage to punch him, and he's, and he punches him in the fucking face. See, these cowards gotta understand something, and I mean this for all law enforcement. You take that fucking badge off. You take what you supposed to take, the guns, all this. Take that belt off. Take that badge off. Take that uniform off. You are a fucking coward. Because that shit that you're doing to people that's in handcuffs or black people, period, that you don't have no power over, we will fuck you up. You know that. That's why you do the coward shit that you do. Take this shit off. You are in a job where people are going to disrespect you. Like, they should know what they're signing up for. That's like that whole, I feel like my life is in danger. What the fuck you thought of protecting the service? You think that the Marines and shit and the Army people, they don't go over there and they don't think their life gonna be in danger? But they make better decisions of not killing people than our own police. They're supposed to be protecting and serving. The Marine people, they going over that bitch. The Army, they going over that bitch to kill. But they use better judgment than the fucking police in our country. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's why I don't respect police officers. That's why I don't respect law enforcement. Fuck y'all. Plain and simple. You know better. You use your power against people. You know you ain't shit without that badge and gun. You ain't shit. You don't have that same energy. Fucking CO. You know you got the upper hand on him. He in handcuffs, number one, he in handcuffs. And you still punch him? Because he spit on you? And then mind you, he already punched him before I even watched it. The dude's shit was all bloodied up, so they already fucked him up before they even put the handcuffs on him. And then you wait till we get the handcuffs on him, and then you punch him in the fucking mouth, and then he pleading with you and saying, I don't give y'all no problems. I'm sorry, man, this was going on with me. And you still punch him because you a pussy-ass motherfucker? Because your wife probably ain't at home, ain't giving you no pussy? Because you on steroids? Oh, that's a fact to people. That's a fact. A lot of these police officers ain't getting pussy at home. And they take steroids. Them bitches ain't getting drugged, but they want to give everybody else motherfucking DUI tests and shit. Fuck out of here. But listen to it, people. I'm going to go back a little bit.
All you had to do was take the strings down, dude.
I'll take him down next time, bro. You ain't hearing no problem with me, bro. I swear to God, bro. Second shift, bro. I try my hardest.
Keep your leg down. Keep your leg down.
I try my hardest. You feel me? Because y'all treat us right. You feel me? On everything.
I give y'all double trace every day and everything.
This ain't right here, though. On my mama.
You need medical?
They say, nah, bro. I'm straight. I don't want no medical.
You want decon out your
I
eyes?
need to get out my eyes, though. Sure. Hey, though. You down, bro.
I'll come back.
Hey,
You hear the nigga. He afraid. And real shit, I'd be afraid too. I'm handcuffed. And these motherfuckers got the upper hand. These white dudes are sitting in front of your fucking face. They got all the weapons. They got all the power. And you're sitting there with handcuffed, with your hands behind your back. I will be fucking scared and terrorized too. I will be pleading too. But that's how bitch made these cops are. He saying, well, we try to do this. Nigga, you don't do shit. They in jail. You know you treat them like shit. Fucking white cops. You know the fucked up part about all this is that, believe it or not, you know who treat black people the worst? It's our own people. When they in that power structure of being a CEO or a CEO or police officer. Our black people, because they like to show out. They forget that they black. It's all about that I keep telling you, man, that motherfucking that blue lives, that blue shit, that's a gang. That's a gang. They ain't no different than the Crips and Bloods to me. And that's why I don't respect the motherfucking police department. I don't. Or law enforcement. I don't give a fuck they get mad about it. Well, I don't give a fuck. And I know I got family members that's in law enforcement. I don't look, nigga, I don't hang around them niggas like that. And I ain't saying all police officers are bad. But if you motherfuckers are still, I would never be a part of something that I think that's corrupt. I'm sorry. Real shit. I don't know why black people don't take a stand on shit. And if you're a part of it, nigga, you should be speaking out all the time. Let's see how many black people will speak out and how many black people they will fire just because they speak out against that blue lives bullshit. It'd be a lot of them. But at least we'll know for sure that they ain't a part of that fucking corrupt, racist, white supremacist shit. The shit is sad, man. The shit is sad. I'm watching this young brother. I don't know what his crime is. I know he ain't in there for murder. Because if he was in there for murder, the way he was at, he would have been somewhere else. Yeah, hold on. I'm getting ready to go to another live stream because this shit been running for about almost 3 hours. Let me go to another live stream, people. Then we can jump right back up into this. All right, give me a second. Come right back in. I appreciate y'all in the building. Leave your comments, hit that like button. It's your boy Kenny Man. Peace and love to the world.